Hello, my name's Martin and I am the Operations Director at One Warwick Park Hotel. My previous experience in the hospitality industry is that I spent many years working on cruise liners in the States, and then I also spent time working for the Savoy Group in London at Simpsons, and in between all of that I spent a lot of time in various independent restaurants, gastropubs throughout the southeast, and also in Norfolk on the coast as well, running a hotel there as well. So I've a varied career and lots of places that I've visited throughout. I've always had a real sort of interest in the hospitality industry. However, I did sort of have a burning ambition to be a very famous actor one day. And so I did actually go off to sort of seek my fame and fortune. I was very fortunate enough to spend some time performing as a professional actor. However, then like most actors, they end up working in restaurants and in hospitality. And so I sort of got the bug from that. And actually, if you were to ask me the question, often when I talk about, to people who, when we're recruiting and interviewing, you ask that question, it's actually the same thing, because I do believe that hospitality has an element of sort of theatre around it. So this is where I am today, but I do believe that my career as an actor has enormously helped me sort of to get to where I am today. It's probably the diversity. So you do get the opportunity to work with a lot of individuals with different backgrounds through hospitality and in their personal lives. And also the fact that actually it's very sort of quick thinking on your feet within this role, purely because you don't know what's going to happen from one day to the next, so you have to be prepared for everything. This is a very, very tricky question. I've spent a lot of time thinking about it, so I think the best thing to do is not to think about it and just answer the question. I think what's really important is communication. I think it's really important that you talk to your teams, they talk to you. I always like to feel that their input is just as important as the decisions that you make, because ultimately they're the ones who spend most of their lives in that environment with you. And so it's really important that together you click as a team and you work as a unit, rather than just going off and doing your own thing. So I think it's really important, as a key word is communication. I think it has to be about people that you work with, people that you see every day, guests of the hotel. The fact that you participate in a very sort of minute piece of their life, and they'll probably hold a memory of spending time with you in your company, in your environment, and hopefully you've exceeded their expectations, and they're very happy because of that. Ultimately, when you've got a chessboard, I think you've got to think about the game of chess, and you've got to think about entrapping your opponent, but at the same time, it is a game of chess, because you don't know where the traffic's going to move, so you don't know what's going to happen from one minute to the next. And I can refer to sort of being on a cruise liner when I worked on a ship, because actually what you had to do at the time, I was a bar manager, and so you have sort of 23 bars on board, and then you have an influx of passengers moving from one bar to the next, and you almost have to be one step ahead of them and be where they're going to be next and have that bar ready. So when I talk about it being a game of chess, it's very similar in the hotel environment, in that you need to sort of be at the right place at the right time, so effortlessly, without anybody noticing that actually there's a lot of movement on the board, if you like. So that's why I would refer to it as a game of chess. I think I've always enjoyed being a social person. I think it's really important that I've talked about communication, but actually ultimately we're all human beings. We all have a role to play in this world, and without being too deep about it, I think if you're a good listener and you have your opinions and your thoughts, I think it'll sort of stand you in good stead, and particularly with younger people joining the company and going through the ranks, I think it's really important that you sort of you're on a level with them, so they don't feel like that you're just sort of the boss in the office. You know, you have to be seen, you have to be on the floor, you know, you have to be prepared to do exactly what they do, and that's, you know, I'm definitely a player in that respect. I don't have an issue with getting my hands dirty, be it, you know, down the toilet or wherever it may be. Yeah, you might want to edit that one out. Contemporary, fascinating and warm.